$360,000? And if I'm being honest, the answer is no. Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day as always. Yes, the 600 LT, 600 LT time. Can barely get my fat self into this seat. Okay. Oh my God. It is insane. The visceral experience of this car is out of this world. Nothing is as quick and as smooth as the 600 LT is. I mean, I drove a 570 for over a year, a 720 for about 6 months, and this just feels way different. It's a baby Senna, and that's what they say. It's got the trans from the Senna. It does not disappoint. So when I drove the purple one, you know, that's when I kind of made my decision about, I don't think I'm going to take delivery of this car. I don't feel like I need it. You know, it's a lot of money. I have the ZR1, I have other stuff going on. Do I really have to spend $330,000? And the answer is no, I didn't have to. What shocks me is how different this car feels from the purple one. Now, I do have a lot of different options. I have different seats, I have the roof scoop, I have a lot of different options with the inside of the car and the outside of the car. But it's still the same car underneath. I'm not sure if MSO tuned the car differently because it was built by them. Maybe MSO cars are different, but it doesn't even feel like the same car. It really is crazy. You know, I say that some cars are crazy, but to be fair, nothing I've driven is quite as crazy as this. And I'm not even getting on it yet. At about 300 miles, so I will do my first ever full acceleration in this car for you guys, and I've not done one yet. I've gotten on it a little bit, kind of like right back there, but I have not, you know, pedaled to the floor, gone through second gear, whatever. You know, I have not done that yet, and I can't wait because this car feels really quick. Again, I know the purple one, it was fast. I mean, it was as fast as a tuned 570, which is a quick car, but this one feels somehow a lot stronger. That noise is just, there is nothing else like it in the automotive world. There's nothing like that noise. Never felt anything like it, never heard anything like it. I got Darth Vader behind me every time I let off the gas. It's so good. Before I drove my car, and I got to experience what a great spec, very humble of me to say that, a great spec 600 LT with a scoop. I stated before I had the chance to do that I didn't feel like this car was different enough from my 570 or my 720 to warrant such a big price tag, and you know, I didn't feel like it was going to be worth it for me to go out on a limb and get it with all the other cars I have coming. But I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. I really, really love this car. I'm really glad to have the ZR1 as well. I think it's a great mix, and it makes me appreciate this car more because they really are so different. You know, this is just, I know that on a track, the ZR1 is just as capable, if not more capable, than this car. But on a back road, it just doesn't feel like it. Oh my God. Just the shifting is instant. I feel like it's even quicker in the LT than it is in the regular McLarens. It just feels, it's just there. It's, how does it do it so fast? Nothing gives you more confidence than something like this. And that's why it's so fun, like just to drive, you know, just to go out on a fun little drive. It's so quick and nimble. Everything is easy on these tight PA back roads. You know, we have a lot of like mountain roads and little narrow roads that were old farm trails and stuff like that. And this car just loves it. It's like it was built for this. And a lot of the roads in England are like that, so I'm sure it kind of was. You can come into a sharp corner at 55 miles an hour and have no, like, how can you go around and turn that fast? You can come into a sharp corner at 55 miles an hour and have no, like, how can you go around and turn that fast? No matter what time of day it is, I'm always behind the school bus. Now that bus just stopped right there, now he's stopping right here. When I was a kid, we had to walk like a quarter mile. Is this car worth $360,000? And if I'm being honest, the answer is no. But do I regret buying it? Absolutely not. You know, I don't think any car is worth $300,000, $500,000, $1 million. I don't think any car is worth that. When you look at it and analyze it in the sense of, oh, you know, how much am I paying for fun? Well, I can have fun with a $500 Blazer. Have a great time. So is it worth it? No, but am I glad I got it? Yes, I'm really happy. I mean, so far, I've only got 300 miles on the car. It could break down tomorrow and I'd be really mad. But so far, I'm very happy I got it. Yes, it is expensive, but it offers an experience you can't get anywhere else, regardless of how much money you pay. It makes me laugh and giggle and smile every time I drive it. So really, I guess it is worth it. I've not done this yet. I'll put the windows up, I guess. We'll do like a 45 roll. We'll wait till we get on flat ground here. I want the full experience. I want it to be perfect. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this also has the classic McLaren boost by gear. Wow, when it hit fourth, it was, I mean, it was quick, and then fourth hit. See, that feels so strong to me. That feels so strong. Wow. It's just different. I know that the ZR1 is faster, but this car is so much like smaller and lighter. You feel like you're flying, which, I mean, you are. I was doing like 100, well, I was doing 55, but I mean, I was moving. Antique swap meet going on in Hershey this weekend. I figured I would stop real quick and show you guys some of the awesome stuff they have. Now this is like not even like old school cars. I'm talking like antique cars. Howdy.
Boss, can I get a picture of your car?
Absolutely, no problem. No problem.
Awesome.
Sorry, I don't know if you want me in it. I can get out of the way.
I just want, yeah, you're fine. V12?
V8. Anyway, some of the really cool stuff they have here, I'll show you. I mean, it's awesome. It is awesome. Now, I know nothing about these real old cars. Don't mind me in my 1908 McLaren Model 6 here. But some really cool stuff. I mean, look at this. Now, again, I don't know anything about older cars, but it's cool to see how far we've come. You know, it's really cool to see. In not all that long of a time when you think about it. We've only really been driving cars kind of as we know them. Engine in the front, 4 wheels, seats and all that, steering wheel, rubber tires. We've only been doing this for about 110, 120 years. So it's crazy to think that, see, there's a 1913. So in 106 years, we went from that to that. I mean, that is really, really cool to see. And it's crazy, like the progression. Okay, so 1913, and then this is probably like a 1930. Yeah, okay, 1932. So in 20 years, you go from that to that. Now that's a crazy difference. I mean, just 20 years, and you have something looking like it's, you know, from the pioneer days, and then you go to this, which is a much more recognizable, modern looking car. Isn't that cool and crazy when you think about it? 1913, 1932, and that difference is I mean, look, you got giant wooden wheels. Wooden wheels. I mean, and 20 years later, you have that over there, which is so much more modern. You know, now that looks like a car that you would recognize. That thing Like, looks like it should be getting pulled by a horse going down the road. And here you have a Rolls Royce, and you could tell, it's crazy though, all these years later, the grille is still the same. I mean, on a modern day Phantom, the new Cullinan, that grille is still the same. It's awesome to see that. I mean, that heritage from 1926, the year my grandpa was born, all the way to 2020, and the grille is still the same. Look at that hood. I mean, it looks very different, but you can still kind of tell how they style the Phantom. It looks like that. This might be a Phantom, I don't even know. And look, it is a oh my God, it's still the same name, the Phantom. That is cool. That is really cool. So I know that not a whole lot of people are into the old stuff, so I won't like go on and on. I'm already at like 4 minutes here, but really cool stuff. Really, really cool. Look at that thing. It's a Cadillac. That's gotta be old. That's gotta be like 1910. 1906 Cadillac. Wow. Look at the horn. Epic. Epic stuff, guys. A Duesenberg. Wow. Heard that name before. That car's called the Jeffrey. What an, I wish they still had Jeffreys. The old ones had, their emblems were the radiator caps. So you saw all these like beautiful and elegant radiator caps on all these old cars, and that's how they made their emblems. It was just cool to see them, all the different ones. And they all had their radiator cap emblems on the top. Very neat. Wonder what the market will do. Now, these are all going up for auction, so if you want one, check it out. But you know, as the new generations come in, like for me, my grandparents had a car like this when they were little kids, but you know, it's not a car that's part of my memory at all. It's not like my grandparents had a car like this. Some of the older people now would remember it like that, like when they were around and young, and maybe even into their 20s and 30s, like their grandparents or maybe their parents had a car like this or something from the 30s or 40s. But, you know, my generation, people younger than me, these cars are totally foreign to them. So in 10, 15, 20 years, will the market, you know, will there even be a market for these? I don't know. I really don't know. Will anybody even want them at all? I'm sure some collectors always will, you know, some like real diehard collectors, but it's kind of like muscle cars, you know, the muscle car market had a huge bubble and then it died out. You know, these could die out completely. I'm not sure. Jeep should be back by tomorrow evening. Look for an update. The wheels should be in by the weekend. Look for an update on that as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this upload. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Take care and have a great night, guys.